Hello everyone, welcome to Angling News Week. I'm joined today by Alex Bones, who's the editor of Match Fishing magazine. Now, Alex will be a familiar face to many of you. He's something of a TV star as angling celebrities go. Alex, obviously you now moved over to Match Fishing, you're doing a little bit of video work. Do you miss the TV side of things at all? Or?
Yeah, I mean the TV side of things is probably what I enjoy most, funnily enough. I do like getting to know what the anglers are doing and helping viewers, improve their angling.
Definitely. I mean, obviously there's a lot more sort of multimedia content that comes with a magazine now than ever before as well, isn't there?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's obviously a big side to what we do. You'll notice that some of the features we do for match fishing, obviously you're getting, say Jimmy Bullard Will Raisin piece we did, we've got a load of video there. It's just there to try and help the readers make it a bit more interactive and take it to the next level, really.
Definitely. I mean, as a reader, I know it makes it easy to understand as well. It's all very well seeing something on paper, but with the little clips you've been doing with it, it gives it a whole extra dimension. So.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we're aware that not everyone has access to the internet to watch these kind of videos. Obviously, anyone watching this now will have.
Yeah.
But it just brings that extra element to it that I think gets the reader or the viewer more involved with what we're doing.
Definitely. And another sort of nice dimension I think you've brought to the magazine over recent months has been your editorials. I mean, you're not scared of speaking your mind, are you, on a lot of issues, which I think is quite a good thing.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, particularly in the angling trade, use their editorials just to say what's coming in the magazine.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, I like to use it as a detailed area just to raise a topic that's close to my heart, whether it be fisheries, bait bans. Forum users was a classic one. Lots of different topics. I do think there's, the magazine and myself in particular being the editor, I'm a voice for angling. I'm a voice for anglers. So I think that if there's something to be said, someone needs to say it. Absolutely.
And I mean, up to now, the interesting thing is you've had your critics in the past, but since you've started being a little bit more outspoken, it's actually seemed to win you a few friends, hasn't it?
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know how many friends you'd say I'd got, but no. I mean, I think anglers do admire someone who would stand and say what they believe, rather than be a bit wishy-washy. If that's what you think, then say it. End of the day, it's only my opinion. It's not gospel. Someone can disagree or agree with what I'm saying, but that's their prerogative, Tom.
Definitely. And your own fishing, it's taken quite an exciting turn since you joined the magazine, hasn't it?
Yeah, I've obviously been fortunate enough to be sort of a part of the England feeder squad. I got to fish in the England B team back last year in Belgium, which was probably one of my best ever kind of things in my fishing. So it's something I really enjoyed and I've never experienced before.
I'm going to say, I mean, as somebody who's obviously fished at the very top level, but as more individual kind of angler in the past, now you're coming into what's very much a team event. I mean, do you find it much different to what you were doing before in terms of the approaches you require? Or?
Oh yeah, I think that the key difference is that obviously when you're fishing as an individual, although you do have your friends that you bounce off and things like that, now that you're in a team and there's obviously maybe 10 anglers on the bank and you've got a manager and a co-manager there as well watching what's going on, the speed at which the information travels between the team, between the anglers, and obviously all of a sudden everyone's on the winning method. I mean, I think it is that is most noticeable versus individual fishing.
Definitely. And I know when you did fish in the practice match in Belgium, you did quite well individually as well, didn't you? Did you finish 8th or 9th or something? Or?
I can't. Embarrassingly, I can't actually remember where I finished, but yeah, I think
you were well up, weren't you?
I was really pleased with my results, and it's something I really enjoyed.
Brilliant. I mean, as an angler, sort of looking at how you fish and your style, I think noticeable things about you is your organisation. Do you think, obviously, that's an important part of your fishing? Do you think it's something that a lot of people can learn from you about?
Yeah, I mean, I like to keep what I do relatively simple. But I do like to be prepared.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have my hook lengths, my feeders, lots of different feeder weights and things. And I think, not trying to put too fine a point on feeder fishing, but I think a lot of people dismiss it, thinking that there's only a certain number of things that make any difference.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is that feeder fishing is just as versatile as pole fishing, where you can lift and drop your rig, you can drag your rig, you can change your hook length. There's a multitude of different things you can do. But I think organisation is paramount to success.
Definitely. And another key thing that I think you do that makes a difference in your fishing, from what you've said, obviously you look after yourself and fitness. Do you think that plays a big part in match fishing these days?
Well, I mean, getting to your peg with all the gear we carry nowadays is a task in itself sometimes, isn't it?
Definitely.
But I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of anglers out there a lot better than I am who don't look after themselves. I think it's up here, Tom. I think.
Yeah.
I think being physically fit, if that's what you'd say I was, for example. You know, it helps with your endurance. I mean, it is, say, if I use the Belgium example, it is very, very tiring. It's a very pressured scenario.
Yeah.
You're fishing. I know it sounds a dream job, a dream thing to a lot of people who can't fish all the time. You're out there for 4 or 5 days, constantly fishing. It's very draining. So, you know, Darren Cox is a fit man, looks after himself, and I think that's helped him over the years too.
I think a lot of the England team are, aren't they? When you look at them, I mean, somebody once said to me, you'll never see a really big fat guy representing England.
Yeah, I mean,
and so far I never have, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the ship's well in shape, isn't he?
Well, he's not even too bad, is he, bless him. What do you want the future to hold for your fishing?
Well, now they've got 2 children, obviously my life's changed an awful lot. You know, I've got a busy job and working on the magazine, and I never kind of take for granted how lucky I am to work on the magazine. So as a result of all those things, I've had to really tailor my fishing.
Yeah.
So for me, the England feeder side of things is what I want to do. It's where I see me focusing my attention. Hopefully in the future, I might get the chance to be a part of the squad at full world level, and that really is what my ambition in angling is.
That's brilliant though, isn't it? I mean, you might as well set your goals high, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's something good to go for, and one day I hope I get there.
And lastly, Alex, any exciting plans for the magazine over the next few months?
Well, February's issue we just changed, added a lot of nice new little bits, new features, new anglers. But we're just trying to stay at the forefront of what we do and deliver information in a concise way for the anglers to benefit from. So we'll just try and stay at the top of the game. Well,
I certainly really enjoy it, and I know a lot of the readers out there do as well. So thank you very much for joining me. If you want to see more of this man, obviously it's Match Fishing Magazine. It's out, is it the first Friday of the month?
Last Friday of every month.
Last Friday of every month, it's out on the shelf. Thank you for joining us, Alex.
Welcome, Tom.